Hey there everyone, I am clearly not Gothic Cat Mom. I guess you could call me Gothic Cat Dad. I'm filling in today because my wife is very under the weather, so I'll do my best to try and get this done as well as I can. In this video we'll be talking about this weekly Nightwave reset. So let's go inside, see what we got. Do keep in mind that my wife is way more knowledgeable than I am in this game. I am a filthy casual, but I'm a long-time filthy casual. But so far it looks like this week's reset is fairly easy, so most people should be able to do this with no problems. First up, we have killing enemies while sliding. For me, I like to use large longswords double-handed, so the mod that I use allows me to more or less turn myself into a giant sliding Beyblade, so this will be a very easy one for me to get, because that is the only way I kill enemies. Next is 15 enemies with aim gliding. This is super easy to do as well, more or less as you jump. Once you aim, you start to slow down your speed and you glide. Just shoot 15 enemies with that, that's an easy 1000 points. Up next, kill 200 enemies. Again, you can get that in 1 or 2 missions. Super easy. Then we have 3 different perfect animal captures on Orb Valis. This one should not be very hard. Just make sure that you have your tranquilizer and happy hunting. Complete 6 invasion missions of any type. Kill or capture an Eidolon Hydralist. It is nice that they tell you to kill or capture, because unless you're going in with a team, it's very hit or miss on what the group will actually do. No one always seems to agree on it, so giving you the option for either one is pretty good. These do only spawn at night, so you usually have to wait for that specific time of day on Earth. Up next we have complete an arbitration mission. I believe this is the Arbiters of Hexus, I think is what they're called. The ninja guys. It's a specific mission for them, something I never do. Kill 30 Xmas. This is not a hard one, it's just finding them. They spawn throughout missions. Probably the easiest way to do it would be an extermination mission where you can more or less stay around a while. They are the fancy greenish glowing enemies, I believe, nowadays. A little tougher than usual. Then we have complete 15 missions. This is also super easy, just time consuming. And then last but not least, kill 500 enemies. So all of these ones here on the bottom row, they will take you a while to do, which is why they're sitting out there for a whole week. But they are not hard, it's just a little time consuming. And with those out of the way, let's see what we got as credit offerings this week. First up we have Ash's Scorpion Helmet. I can see this working well with some skins. But yeah, this could probably work with something. It looks very Grineer, like a ninja Grineer. Next we have Caliban's Cranian Helmet. This one doesn't look too bad either, although it does look like he has giant frog eyes. Once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Then we have Chroma's Amaru Helmet. If anything, this kind of reminds me more of Grendel for some reason. Not the best look, but it is better than his weird alligator beak he has. Then we have mods. Critical Mutation. Each kill increases critical chance and critical damage by 30% up to 300%. Critical Precision. Burst fire only. Headshots increase critical chance by 10% up to 500%. Next we have a skin for the Cycron Soulstick. Weapon skins are always nice. Depends on what you do and don't use. But I'd like to grab weapon skins all the time, just for future, because you never know when they're going to come back. This weapon looks like it would be good if you're going for a Corpus look. We have a Dante helmet. More mods again. Directive Convergence, plus 100 accuracy when aiming. So doubles your accuracy. Double tap. 20% bonus damage on next shot for 2 seconds. Stacks up to 20 times outside of Conclave. Emissary Sigil. That's going to be very hard to see, but more or less a fancy hand to put on your chest or back. EMP Aura. Enemy Corpus lose 15% accuracy. Excalibur helmet. Not that much different from the regular, but it has these neat little Volt style lines. I could see this working with some very specific armor attachment pieces. Another Frost helmet. I do kind of like this one. A little spinny bit up here on top. A Glaive blueprint. If you like the original look from, what was the game before Warframe? Dark Sector? Yeah. This is more or less the weapon from Dark Sector. And then we have floofs. My wife loves to collect these, so I am sure she's probably going to grab all of these, although these guys look a little dirty. Very dirty. I'm going to take that back. I don't think she'll be collecting these. More helmets again. This one actually doesn't look that bad. Nice helmet for Harrow. I do like this one. I believe I might actually be using this one too. Well, either that one or this one. They're both really good helmets. Harrow just looks cool in general, and all of his accessories look pretty cool. We have a Heat Dagger. Desert Camo skin. For the heck. A Jaw Sword blueprint. If you are working on any mastery ranks, or building your mastery rank rather, grabbing these kind of weapons and maxing out their level is a nice way to build that up pretty quick. A nice Korra helmet. Not one of her best, but it's not bad either. I cannot pronounce this character's name, but it is a cool helmet looking. It does look very cool. I like it being hollow and letting out that glow. Then we have 10,000 Kuva. Got ourselves a Limbo helmet. Looks kind of like his usual top hats, but a different variation. We have a Loki helmet, which looks like someone rested an alien ship on top of his head. This Mesa helmet does not look that bad, but I think she has a lot better. We have napalm grenades. Grenades leave a burning patch on impact, plus 30 final status chance. So that would be kind of cool. Leaves a nice little glob of fire on the floor. Nice little AoE ground effect. We have Necros helmet. This one's not terrible. Just like Harrow, Necros tends to have a lot of really cool looking stuff, so you can't go wrong with Necros. Then we just have a Nightwave ornament for your orbital. The Nihilist Obelisk. This is a reward for defeating Nihilus. I do believe this allows you to play against him again. He does reward you with my favorite sword in the game, and I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, even though I've been using it for years, but it has a nice secondary effect. While you aim glide, you can swing and release a glass projectile that turns your enemies to glass. It is insanely cool. Some nitane extract, Orkin catalyst, Orkin reactors. Precision strike. Hitting an enemy directly with a grenade increases reload speed by 150% for 5 seconds. We have a rhino helmet. Personally not digging the framework, but I'm sure it can work with something. Another rhino helmet. Rifle scavengers. Squad receives 150% rifle ammo recovery. Rumbled. Rumblers augment. Atlas becomes a rumbler with rock armor that grants overguard and absorbs up to 300% of damage to max health. We have a Saren helmet. This one's not too bad. You kind of have these glowing earrings she has, although they're a little hidden by her shoulder pads. I've used this one a bit. It's not a bad helmet. Saturn 6 knee plates. I do believe this is a part of a much larger full set that includes the shoulder plates, chest, and back. So if you're missing these pieces, I'd grab them, or if you want the whole set, grab these to get started. They're very good for a Grineer look if you're going for that route on your set. We have another sigil, which you cannot see on my character. We have another weapon skin for the Skindo dagger, or the Skindo dagger axe. More mods. Sentient barrage. Discharge from alt fire now has infinite body punch through, but no longer explodes on contact. Shrapnel round. Plus 200 multi-shot, minus 66 damage. We have a Tatsu Solstice skin. Looks pretty cool. If you're going for kind of a Asian kind of look, it looks like a very Chinese looking design with the detailed flame calligraphy thing going on there. We have a Titania helmet. This one doesn't look too bad. Valkyr helmet. I believe I've used this one in the past. This one looks pretty good. Very fitting with her cat theme. We have this ugly Valbon helmet, but it looks very fitting for his Corpus look if you're going for one of those routes. It could work. Or even a Grineer, maybe. You could even pull this off with a Grineer look too, I bet. And we have some Valbon parts. And 2 more Valbon helmets. This kind of makes me think of Hydron for some reason. And this is kind of a sideways beret. Could probably be a Grineer look for that as well if you're going for a Grineer looking skin. And then we have a wolf scroll for your K drive. And last but not least, a wolf hood for your operator. This would be kind of cool if you were going for a Grineer look for your operator. And that's it for this week's Nightwave reset. Have a nice weekend, and see you in the next one.